Host Nelson with Cascade Sports. We're here at Anderson Gym, home of the Mighty Blue Tigers volleyball team, and we have one of their assistant coaches. Who do we have here?
Coach Jordan Jackson.
Hey, Coach, tell our audience a little bit about yourself, and I tell everybody, go back to kindergarten, what schools you went to, if you played volleyball in the lower years, tell what clubs you played for, give some of the coaches they props that help you develop, and then go into high school, college, if you went to college, and where you landed now.
Awesome. Yeah, I grew up in Eden, North Carolina, and played volleyball from the age of about 7. My elementary school PE teacher is the first person who handed me a volleyball. My mom was a teacher at my elementary school. That was Central Elementary in Eden, North Carolina. And Coach Ratliff, I would stay after school because my mom was a teacher. And so I would go to the gym, and Coach Ratliff put a ball in my hand. And
What position was you playing?
I played, well, at the time I was really just learning the fundamentals when I was young, but ultimately decided I wanted to be a setter and became a setter in my 5th grade season when I finally started playing some club volleyball. So started club in 5th grade, and then
Yeah, give them their props.
Oh, yeah. I started at the Panics Volleyball Club out in Mayodan, North Carolina, and stayed with them for a couple years, and then moved into the club that was associated with my high school. So played in middle school at Triad Volleyball Club, and we hung out with them, stayed with them from 7th grade all the way through my senior year of high school.
Run down your freshman year to your senior year.
Oh, yeah.
And your experiences as a freshman, what you learned, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, so started playing freshman volleyball, made the JV team and floated to the varsity team. So my coach, Renee Weddle, she was Renee Sexton at the time, but Coach Weddle was actually my childhood babysitter and became my high school volleyball coach and just influenced me so much over the course of my volleyball career. And she took a chance on me, giving me the opportunity to sit for varsity my freshman year. And I think in that time, being able to play against some really competitive teams and also just watch my varsity team really
Remember when
lead.
you got your first start?
When I got my first start, oh yeah.
Tell the audience about that. And how you were,
Yeah.
That usually put a smile on your face. And what that was like, how nervous you were. But run it down.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good question. My first start, I can remember just looking at the team on the other side of the net, and they were a lot bigger than me. So I've always been an undersized setter. So when I would play on the front row and go up to block some girls who were 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", I was not given them much challenge. So I had to learn how to figure out what were my strengths, and my strengths were covering some of the tips. My strengths were playing some defense, and so really learned to play to my size.
Learn that specifically. Give them their props.
Yeah. Coach Weddle really guided me through that process. She was a defensive player herself in high school and college, and she really taught our whole team how to play to our strengths and really know what we had going on for us. And appreciate her for that for sure.
All right, so run down your next season, what you learned then.
Yeah, so once I got to be a sophomore, I was playing on varsity and was starting to really figure out what it looked like to be a setter on my team, what it looked like to be a playmaker. That's when I really started understanding, setters are the quarterbacks of your court. They're the ones who are calling the plays. They're the ones who are making decisions, and building relationships with my hitters became really, really important so that they could trust me.
See, nobody has talked about that.
Yeah.
Let me say this. People talk about that type stuff in basketball, right?
Yeah.
But you're the first one to talk about building these relationships
Yeah.
with specific players.
Totally.
Yeah.
I think that matters so much. My high school or childhood best friend, still my best friend, actually just came over from sending her a text right now, but my best friend of all time is an outside hitter, and she hit off of me, I being her setter, and our relationship was pivotal to our team's success because there had to be trust between the two of us, that she trusted me that I was going to get her the quality of ball to her, the pass to her, the set to her that was going to set her up to make a successful point, and I trusted her that she was going to score. And you got to be able to trust somebody on the court to score, and I knew it could be Meredith.
So your junior year, run that down.
Yeah, so junior year, I really think my team started hitting their stride. My older sister was a senior at the time. I was a junior, and we got to play together, and we just had a very, very close team that year. Every single varsity game, we went and got a pregame meal together, sat outside at Sonic in Eden, North Carolina, and just really bonded leading up to teams. So I would say that was one of our best culture years, and that led to some really, really strong success.
All right, your senior year?
Senior year, I think we had 10 seniors on a roster of 12 volleyball players. So a really, really senior heavy team. And we had been playing together since 6th, 7th grade and just really loved one another. And we're excited to kind of put the bow on the final season of our high school careers. And we made it to the second round of states, which was really exciting for our team. And especially we were a really undersized team. And not only am I an undersized setter, but my whole team was fairly undersized. I think my tallest player at the time. Yes, yeah. Undersized overperformers. Yeah, I think our tallest girl was 5'8", and we were scrappy. Man, we did not let the ball hit the ground. We had a libero, Brittany Shear, who just could hustle. She was phenomenal and really never let our team not get a ball up. So we had a lot of fun and went really far.
All right. Now what I want you to do is tell our audience and players what that was like when you played your last game and you knew the relationships and friendships everybody was doing. What was your feeling? How important was that?
Oh, it was so significant. I'll never forget the bus ride to our game and the bus ride from our game. I think we knew going into that game that we were going to be really challenged, and so many of us kind of knew that it might be our last volleyball game together that day. So there were definitely a lot of emotions. We played with a lot of intensity and a lot of care for one another, and I will never forget those last couple. Oh yeah, of course there were tears. My dad, who is my biggest supporter and biggest fan and biggest critic, my dad, and he wrote me a beautiful letter that I'll never forget reading on the bus ride home from my final volleyball game. And high school is the last time I played on a sanctioned team, so I knew that was going to be the llast time that I really had that experience. So it was really beautiful.
What did you do after high school?
I went to the University of North Carolina, go Tar Heels. I went there, had an amazing 4 years, played some intramural volleyball while I was there, and made some awesome friends and great memories.
We're in North Carolina, Charlotte, Cascade Sports.
Oh, nice. Chapel Hill is like home, and I love it. I got to watch the Carolina Tar Heels win a national championship my senior year. So seeing that basketball team go all the way was incredible. So
that's what's up.
Yep.
So it was a pleasing pleasure having you on the show. You shouting out to anybody?
Go Lincoln Tigers volleyball. I love being a part of the program, and I'm really grateful for you for elevating our story.
All right. We look forward to covering one of your games before the season's out.
All right. Thank you.
This program is brought to you by the City of Fountains Coaches Association.